Hi everyone, this is Lovecrafty Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the weekly spread in my Mini Recollections Planner. For this week, we're going to do something a little different. I do not have stickers that I've made to use this week, and I'm not going to be using any new stickers that I actually have an idea that I want to do spreads with. What I wanted to do for this week is actually go through things, especially background paper and stickers that I don't use, and I'll explain more about that. So whenever I do a spread where I cut paper out and use it for the background of the planner, I always have leftovers, and those leftovers always go into a pouch. And here is the pouch. This pouch is getting kind of thick. Now I thought, why not go through the pouch, pick out whatever I have a lot of, or if I can, maybe tweak it by using two different colors to make a whole spread. So I'm gonna go ahead definitely and go through this because I don't want to pull another sheet of paper to make squares if I already have maybe the color I can use, or I could just use that pouch with extra stuff. Now for stickers, I have lots of these sticker books, which I'm sure a lot of you have. I have a lot of these. Now, I don't have the collection. I do have at least 11 books, and there's a few more that I still need to go get, but I've been sort of, taking my time on shopping. So when it comes to these books, there are a couple books that I never use. I just never pull them out, or I look at it and I'm like, no, next, and I move on. So I thought today would be a good day to pull one of these books that I never use, which I use this one all the time, so that one's not going to be used, that I never use, and use it for this week's spread. So one of the two books that I don't use, well, one of them I do, the other one I don't. It's in here. This book I made, and I actually transferred two of those books into one of these. My goal when I made this was I wanted to actually make a few of these and transfer these books into these. That way I don't have all these books lying around. I just really haven't gone around it, and I also decided to try it out just using this one book, and yes, it has worked a lot. So let me show you which two books I have in here. So the first book I have is this one here. So I cut the cover out and I placed it in, so I know what stickers are from what book. So here is the Happy Planner Seasonal one, which I have used a lot. I'm missing a lot of stickers already, so this one I've used a lot. And then the second book that I have in here, it's the one that I never use. Let me get that one out. And it's this one right here, the rainbow one, because this is for the big Happy Planner, and I don't have one of those. So I'm also lazy and I don't want to trim anything, so I just sort of bypass it and move on. Now, thinking of that, I thought, you know what, I need to start using this because these actually would fit this planner. Being that the squares are a lot bigger than the Happy Planner, not as big probably as the big Happy Planner, because I don't have one, so I don't know what the sizes are for those boxes. But I figured, you know what, I could just go ahead and use these stickers. I just got to think of a background, and then whatever color I use, I most likely have the color that would go well with it. Now, one thing I also do, and I always keep, is I always keep a piece of the background of one of the stickers. Whenever I use one, I keep one. I've kept this one for a while, so what I do is I keep this in my planner, and whenever I'm going to use a sticker, or I'm thinking of using like any new sticker, I like to put this over it. So for instance, if I'm going to use this sticker, I'll put it over here, and I can see how much space I have left. It needs to fit either to trim, or if it fits perfectly in that square. And since it's see-through, because no longer the sticker's on it, I can actually see really well, and I can make the adjustments. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So that's what my plan is. I don't know what color of background I'm doing. I don't know what stickers I'm using from that particular book, but I know I'm gonna go ahead and put that together. So continue watching and see how this spread comes out. So I chose yellow for a background, as you can see, and there's two different types of paper. One is cardstock and one is origami paper. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get my glue stick and just glue each down to a square. And then for the notes area on the second page, I like to always use a quote, and so or some kind of design. And for that one, I'm using one of the big stickers from the rainbow packet from the book. And I'm just gonna trim that, and you'll see me do all of that so you guys can see how much of it I have to trim off, which is not much really. And then from there we'll do the washi tape. So here you see me using the piece of paper of that extra that I keep around for my stickers. I'm using it to measure how much of it I need to trim off to make it fit into the square of my planner. And so here you see me actually make a little measurements there. Now for some reason this particular sticker was already coming out of its page. Like, it was just weird how it was like already kind of coming out. So I decided just to go ahead and yank it out from it too. So as you can see me just, struggling a little bit here, trying to pull it out without having to destroy the sticker itself. And then from here I'm going to go ahead and trim off those little edges that I already marked up with the pencil. And then from there I will peel the back of that sticker and put the sticker in its spot, and then we'll do washi tape. So for washi tape to place all over the page, I decided to go with this really pretty yellow. I decided to go with on the yellow theme, even with washi tapes, but I want to make sure the tone was a little either darker or brighter than the paper. That way it stood out as well. So I decided to go with this one. I think it's really nice. It's my first time using it, and so I thought, okay, let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, I'm using this new card I got at Target. It's for babies, but I thought it was cute because it reminded me of Dumbo, and since Dumbo just came out in the theaters, I thought, well, let's have something cute that represents Dumbo for me. So that's why I chose that cute card. Now it is a little awkward because it's not a straight edge, but I'm able to actually still cut my washi tapes without any problems, like having much of a like a rounded area. It's weird to explain, but it actually cut pretty well, so I was really happy about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and place all this yellow washi all around it, and then I'll place a new different color washi at the top. So for the top washi tape, I'm using this really pretty yellow one with little birds on it. I thought it was super cute, and I like the colors of the birds, and I thought it would be nice to have a little something else besides it all being yellow, and I wanted some kind of design on the top washi tape. So I decided to go with this one because I don't think I have that many other washi tapes that have a yellow background. Actually, there was another one I could have used, was like a fruit one, but I wasn't feeling fruit for this particular spread. I thought the birds would be a better fit for it, so I went with the cute bird one. Now I'm going to go ahead and write the days of the week with pen quickly now. That way I have room for the next stickers I'm going to use, which is not that much. I mean, you'll see me pull out the sheets. That's another thing I liked about that book that I made. I could just pull out the sheets, work with it, and then when I'm done, put it right back into that book. That's why I made that book, just to see whether or not it works for me, and it kind of does. It's just I have to make more to make the other ones fit, so we'll see. I probably will do that over the summer when I'm on break. So here I'm going to go ahead and place these to-do ones. Now I wanted to do two different types, so I decided to go with two different designs. So one is the one that you see that says to do in big, and then a little page flag says to do as well. Then under each one of those, I'm going to place a little dot sticker. That'll be like a little note for me to write right next to it. So in case I need to add more, I'll add some more little dots. But I just decided to go with just one for each. Also, I don't have enough for each to make a number, like a second one under it. But I figured some days I don't really do much, but in some other days, if I need to add more little notes to it, I could just add an extra little sticker right under each of those circles. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I should be done. So here's a final look to putting together the weekly spread. I used a lot of stuff here. Now, I'm going to go over a little bit of what's going on here. So the paper you're seeing is from my leftover stash. This paper right here is actually a tint of green in it. So it's not a yellow. It's got some yellow and green to it. So I thought that was kind of cool that it sort of went with the leftover cardstock yellow that I had. And this cardstock, I only had enough for 3 squares, and then when I pulled this one out, I had enough for only 4 squares. So literally I had nothing left over. So that's the best part of that. I did use a sticker from the sticker packet that I was talking about that I never get to use. I used this big quote one. Then I used all these little ones. I thought it'd be kind of cool to make it simple, but then again, give me space to write because this coming week I have a lot more to do, and so I need a lot more areas to write for the planning of videos. And then as for washi tape, these two are brand new washi tape that I never used. It's my first time using it, and I'm glad I did. I think it's perfect. I didn't want anything a theme kind of washi, just wanted to have some yellow and some fun to it, and I thought the birds were cute, and then the washi in the middle was perfect. Overall though, I really like this. I cannot wait to plan for this week. This is gonna be so much fun, and it's so much fun to look at as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.